Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this video we are going to check out Jasmy's price chart. And if you remember, in the previous update we were right around these areas, and the idea was that we really do not want to see a continuation of our move down in Jasmy in order to especially get a break of this important area between, let's say, 1.4.5 to about 1.5.5 cents. Now, are we going to break it right in here in this move? Sure, we can do that. However, I think before getting a break of it, we may see a move on the upside, but that move shouldn't really be like an extremely bullish sign for you, suggesting this whole move is over and now it's time to get a big move up in order to take the highest high for the first target, about 1.9 cents. Why? Couple of reasons. Number one, I think we are able to find in this whole move, starting from this point to about here, a 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 wave down into wave 3, correction for 4, another move on the downside into wave 5, potentially to about this point. And this is not an optimistic sign. Sure, after an impulse down, we are going to have a move on the upside, but odds are that's just going to be a correction, a slow and choppy move. And what's going to happen after our correction is over? You know it, a big continuation of our move down, which in this phase we may break the support and go possibly to about the next important level, all the way down here, about like 1.1.5 to about 1.2 cents. Do not get me wrong. Even if we get a big move down to about this point in Jasmy, we are going to overall remain bullish. And I'm going to tell you why in a bit from an Ichimoku perspective. But in terms of Elliott waves, we talked about this subject before. I believe now we can say this is 1 2 3 4 5 wave up off of the lowest low with a lot of details, as you can see. And well, this is a very optimistic sign, suggesting maybe the final low is already in about 0.8 of a cents, and whatever move on the downside that we are going to have soon, most likely and hopefully it's just going to be a correction. And on a higher degree, I'm hoping that we're gonna have 5 up into 1, correction for wave 2, and what happens next? You know it, a big move up into wave 3, 4, 5 in order to start the next major phase of the bull run. So overall, one way or the other, I think JasmyCoin is very bullish. But in the short term, what is happening? Okay, I said we may have completed this impulse on the downside. What's happening in this specific move up? I believe you can consider the possibility of having maybe impulsive structure to about this point, and the current move down might be a correction, and we may see, for example, let's just take this one, okay, like 1 2 3 4 5 wave down, followed by that ABC on the upside, and then yet another 1 2 3 4 5 wave down in order to complete the subwaves for an ABC zigzag. And then I'm thinking we may see yet another move on the upside. Now, this whole move for me, honestly, it doesn't really matter. But if we get a very sharp move up with absolute authority, and in it we take this important high about, let's say, 1.7.5 cents, okay, that can be a bit of a different story. Why is that? Okay, if we get a sharp move up in form of an impulse, okay, that's not going to be a characteristic of a corrective movement. And number two, in terms of classic TA, meaning support and resistances, if you remember in the previous update, we talked about the possibility of having a bit of a head and shoulder structure. And if I just draw the next line for it, okay, you see, you can argue we're going to get a move up even to about this point, but then this is going to be just a simple pullback to our neckline. And what's going to happen next? Most likely a continuation of the move down. However, if we get again a very sharp move up in order to take this side, at that point, our head and shoulder is going to kind of get invalidated, which is definitely an optimistic sign. So what you want to see in Jasmy is a very strong and sharp move on the upside. And what you do not want to see is kind of a good move up in the short term, but then a very rather strong move on the downside in order to, for example, take the low of the B leg of this whole ABC zigzag. So again, let's have a quick conclusion. For like very short term, I'm expecting this move down to continue possibly a little bit more, but then after it, I want to see a move up. However, please remember, you need to kind of be very pessimistic about this move up, because overall the shape of it might be just a simple correction, and after it's over, what are we going to have? Another deep move on the downside. Now let's go on a less busy chart, maybe from Coinbase, and go on weekly time frame and see what is happening specifically in Ichimoku. Let's just delete all the levels in here. Excuse me. What just happened? There we go. And okay. So in case that you haven't watched my ICP video and you are very confused by these lines, do not worry about it. I'm going to do a quick explanation and teach you the way I learned it from my teachers so you can have a better understanding of what is Ichimoku overall about. So here's the deal. I'm going to use the story of the hunter and the dog in here. And the idea is that the price is basically the prey. The hunter is the red line called Kijansen. Let's just change the color. There we go. And the dog is the blue line called Tenkan-sen. Now, whenever you see a bullish cross between these two lines, meaning the red and the blue one, okay, that means the hunter has shot the prey. At that point, the dog will basically chase after the prey until it catches it, and then it brings it back to the hunter. And in this face down, usually hunter also will try to get to the dog, and they basically meet each other halfway. Now, this is a very important point. Pay attention. Whenever you see the red line being flat for an extensive period of time, at that point, you should assume that the price is running out of momentum, and the moment that the dog catches the prey, you need to count on a move on the downside. And on the opposite way, meaning whenever we are having a move on the downside, at that point, you need to count on a move up. Let's go on the live chart and practice what we have learned. Okay. So what is happening in here? Basically, as you can see, whenever the hunter stays still, whenever we are having a flat line, the price doesn't really have a whole lot of momentum. Now, the moment that hunter decides to also run with the dog in order to catch the prey, at that point, you are going to see a lot of momentum on the up or maybe on the downside, depending on where are we in terms of the trend. And as you can see, right around this area, the red line is basically flat for multiple weeks, and overall this end up being just a simple ranging pattern. And what happened in here? Let's zoom in more. Okay, right at this candlestick, about 0.6 of a cent, we had a bullish cross, meaning the hunter shot at the prey. The dog chased the prey, brought it back to the hunter, but we didn't see a bearish cross, and instead you can say the prey did have still some energy and ran away from both of them, and they both this time decided to catch it, and that caused a massive move on the upside. Now, where are we in JasmyCoin at the moment? As you can see, the hunter is kind of reluctant to catch the prey, meaning go down. And to me, this shows number one, the momentum in this whole move on the downside is kind of running out. And number two, since it seems like that soon our dog is going to catch the prey, you can actually count on a move on the upside. Now, what's the target for our move going to be? We cannot say anything for sure, and Ichimoku doesn't really give you like an exact target, but I can say this. Most likely you are going to see the price going up and at the same time the red line going down, and the lines most likely will kind of meet each other halfway, meaning right around these areas, about like 2.5 cents. The point that I'm trying to make is this. Ichimoku says in JasmyCoin, the momentum on the downside is for now at least basically not there. And the fact that in terms of Elliott waves, we are able to find a complete impulse starting from this point to about the highest high is definitely an optimistic sign, suggesting maybe the final low is in. But nothing goes up or down in a straight line. What happens after an impulse? You know it, a correction structure, and it's going to be, from my point of view, in the next phase that we're going to see some serious fireworks in Jasmy. So overall, in the midterm, I am still absolutely bullish, and I do believe on a bull run in JasmyCoin, but in like very short term, I think you need to count on some more downward price action. And right around, for example, these areas, if I see the right structures, I am going to call for our final low and a massive move up into wave 3. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in JasmyCoin's chart. Anyway, If you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.